Hello everyone, my name is Milagros. I am the creator of Binah Tarot. These are the tarot scopes for the month of November in regards of love for each one of the 12 zodiac signs. Because this is a general reading, you can always check your ascendant, your moon sign and Venus. Let's begin. Leo, this is your love tarot scope for the month of November. And the card that we have in the middle is the Nine of Wands. The Knight of Wands, it's a card of self-defense, let's say. It's a card of somebody feeling intimidated by external circumstances, which can be external, like other people. It can be the surroundings themselves, even a location or a place or a situation in which you feel that you need to protect yourself because any sort of bad can come to you, like it might be your own emotions, because the wands are fire energy, and for Leo it can be your own fire, your own passion. You feel that you are in danger, let's say, to get consumed by that fire, by that feelings in some way, and you're trying to be careful, to watch over yourself, to not go fully for it unless you're totally sure that you're not going to get burned with your own desires. And this is crossed by the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is somebody who has his material world figured out. So there is something that is stopping you from going further with your own desire fire. And you're trying to be more passive. You're trying to observe and to control yourself maybe too much, because you're trying to think rational and practical. It might be that you cannot decide if you want to go or to choose your love life above your career, or it might be that going or choosing the love pathway would put your career in any kind of danger, or that right now you have to dedicate more time to more practical things like studies, career, or family in general, more than some sort of relationship. Whether you are in a relationship or not, there is some responsibilities that do not allow you to fully embrace whatever is going on in your life. We have on top the Hermit, and the Hermit is a card of, let's say, the loner. There is a part of you that is probably not ready to feel that you want to be in a partnership yet. There is some soul searching that you're still trying to do, or at least your mind is telling you to be on your own for a while. Even if you're in a relationship, try to still keep your space. Like, there is a part of you telling you that you should keep your space, that maybe you should research further. You should maybe have more information in regards to the other person, or more information related to the situation itself, or maybe you need more time to figure out your feelings, but your head is telling you to wait a little bit and do some research, do some connect with yourself, connect with the situation in a different way. And on the bottom we have the King of Swords, who is a rational man too, but he's a lot more tough than the Hermit. The Hermit is open. We see water under the Hermit, and the Hermit has to do with feelings. He's open to feelings. He can deal with them. He can watch them. The King of Swords, though, you don't see water going on in the picture, and he's I won't say a dictator, but he's a very tough man. So this decision that you've made is because you might have been hurt in the past, and you're trying to cut any possibility of getting hurt again. Deep within yourself, you are trying to control whatever goes under the surface. You're trying to cut it off. Like, if maybe you're starting to build some sort of connection to somebody, you're trying to cut it before it begins. If you're in a relationship and there is maybe something that you want to think about, or you don't want to bother with that, or get involved with that kind of complex feelings, you're trying to cut it off and to just not pay attention to it at the time being. It doesn't mean that you are very successful at doing it at this point, but you're really, really trying, and it's actually getting in your subconscious level too. A subconscious part of you is protecting yourself at this time. On the past, I see the Page of Cups. So there was a situation, there was an offering, there was something about somebody. It can be a water sign, because I have a Knight of Cups too. There is like kind of a water energy around. Pentacles could be too, but it has to do with water too. It can be somebody from Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And it seemed very good. It made you feel renewed, probably romantic. It seemed to be very good, but maybe you didn't let the situation progress further for the reasons that I mentioned before. Maybe for self-preservation, for career, different reasons. And maybe you cut it before letting it go further. And how you feel right now is the Seven of Pentacles. So though you have to pay attention right now to your career or to the practical matters, whether you're in a partnership or not, you're not totally satisfied by the fact that you cannot give your full attention to this matter. You're fighting whatever is going on in your head or in your heart maybe. And at this point you feel that you can just wait and give this a little bit more time, give this a little bit more thought, and see how the other part reacts. If they are willing to wait, maybe you asked the other person to wait a little bit for you to make a decision, and you're just waiting on the answer. I get on the surroundings, the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is a card that has to do with communication. So it might be that the other part is waiting for communication or looking forward to communicate with you in specific ways, or try maybe to open up. Maybe you, throughout this month, you will realize that your person actually wants to speak about it. Maybe they are expecting for you to talk, and because probably there is nothing or no information or no initiative coming from your side, they will appear with a message. You might be really attracted to this person, but there is still something that stops you from going any further. If you are in a partnership, it might be that the other person really wants to just talk about it, but they are maybe feeling a bit intimidated by your attitude, by the image of hermit that you're displaying. Maybe they are like, okay, maybe he just wants to be on his own, so we'll just swallow my feelings and not talk about it. But there is an initiative. There is, I think, the communication for this will come from the other side. The unexpected is the Ten of Pentacles. And normally I would connect this card with money, with family, with inheritance. If you have a family, if you have kids, it might be that you will have unexpectedly or not planned good moments with the family, moments of reunion, moments during the month in which you will be able to just spend some time with them. If it has to do with a partnership, it might be that you will have some time in which you will just be able to sit and speak about plans for the longer term. Like, okay, I need some time right now to think the things through, but I do want to build a life with you, so I just need you to bear with me. Can be a possibility. It can also be that if we don't take, let's say, the card the romantic way, that you will just try to, or that you will have some responsibilities that will have to do with money or with material goods that you will have to take care of, that might require your attention. As for the outcome and the future card, on the near future I see Four of Swords, that has to do with more thinking, trying to think the things in a different way. I think that both the Four of Swords and the Hermit are two cards that are connected. The difference is mostly that one is Major Arcana and the other is Minor Arcana. So I think that you will keep this soul searching, this trying to be on your own, to get to know yourself better throughout the month. But the outcome is the Knight of Cups. So I think that after this time of thinking, there is a possibility that you will finally give an opportunity to love, to feelings, to give something else. Like, it might be that so far you have felt that you have given so much that you don't have anything else to give or to provide, or that you want to hold that for yourself and in order to feel safe, and that towards the end of the month you are going to open again the path of communication. It can mean that you're beginning, or you decide to begin this new relationship with the person of your past or somebody new that will come up, or that somebody new it's coming up to your life from a water sign or a characteristic of a water sign towards the end of the month, and that you will see him or her with different eyes, and you might be able to probably leave the rationality a bit to the side and just give a little chance or a chance to the feelings. I see on the advice card self-involved, and self-involved has to do with maybe sometimes focusing too much on yourself. This, it's a card that fits a little bit with Leo, because sometimes we go through periods of self-involvement in which we are focused only in our own view of the things, and we cannot longer hear or really pay attention to what other people is telling us. We ask questions, but we don't hear the answer, and we are trapped in a prison of our own making. Try to look outside of yourself and those you call family or friends for guidance. It has been taken out of the guidebook, but it tells you that there is a world outside you, and that sometimes it's not a bad idea to listen to the other people, to listen to what they have to say, to be open, to not put yourself in a bubble and away from the world. This reading, the advice of this reading is to encourage connection. Getting connected with people is something necessary for you too. You cannot be on your own always. For whoever who has watched my videos previously, I'm going to be posting them in this channel, my own channel from now on, and I'm going to be working on the tarot scopes for 2018. So if you're interested, you can always subscribe and enable the notifications so that you will receive an alert on the upcoming videos. The prices for my personal readings have been decreased so that everybody has a possibility to book a reading if you're interested in having me check any topic or area of interest that we can see together, and I can always give you my insight and some advice in regards to that. My website is under construction, so you can get the information on the types of readings I provide, and you can book them through my Facebook page, which I'm going to be listing down below. Besides the monthly tarot scopes, the 2018 tarot scope, I am going to be posting reviews, videos regarding astrological transits, a very interesting introduction to cartomancy. I am also going to be developing a tarot course that will be available on my website on the upcoming months. And on the upcoming weeks, I am going to be launching a contest in which you can win a free tarot reading made by me. So you can keep tuned on my Facebook page in order to see which are the guidelines to participate. There are going to be many interesting and exciting things coming along the way, so bear with me and leave any suggestion that you may have on the comments down below. If you like this video, you can always give it a thumbs up, share it and subscribe, and see you on the next video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Goodbye.